Okay, we're going to talk about a vertical analysis ratio. We're going to talk about income statement first. A vertical analysis of an income statement. Vertical means up and down. Okay, first of all, remember that because you're going to deal with the numbers going this way. Horizontal, which we'll do later, goes like looking out of the horizon. What if you say looking out over the horizon, you're looking at the horizon left to right. Okay. So vertical, up and down. So what vertical or what ratios do for you, or what an analysis means, is that it kind of gives you businesses a information about what's going on and more like a trend analysis. So a ratio that measures their ability to make, get some income is called profitability ratio. So a vertical analysis kind of shows you where you're profitable at. So managers use those to help them make decisions on what's going on. They can be really effective. A vertical analysis can help you set a target or standard and say, okay, we're going to increase by a certain percent, so you know what percentage you used before. Benchmark means that that's a kind of a standard that you set. You need to have a benchmark on where you're at, and you can get benchmarks from various places when you're a business. Like, what do we want to hit? So to make a goal, you can get actual ratio. If you're not new in business for the first period, you can get actual ratios from if you're not new, meaning you've been in business for a while, you can look at ratios from prior fiscal periods. Usually, like, okay, a business might say, oh, I've increased 5% over after last April. So if you're comparing April to April, you'll say, oh yeah, last April I was doing this percentage. So it can be from prior fiscal periods also. Industry standards, you can look at the industry standard and say, okay, in this industry, meaning maybe it's furniture industry, then this is what the industry standard is for my cost of goods sold. So you can look at that. You can look at your business plans. Managers often make decisions on their business plans. They might decide to advertise more with the goal of increasing their sales. So you want to make sure that if you increase your advertising, that your increase in percentage of sales is increased, and is it increased as much as your sales has. Unexpected events may require business to revise its benchmark ratios. So you might, especially with what's going on in our country and other countries with the coronavirus, things might change for businesses as far as their unexpected events and their factors. So I'm going to go to the next one here. So when you analyze vertical trends, you're going to look at the trends that a business has, and you're going to go to that. So comparative financial statements, and you'll do a trend analysis. So you look at profit margin. A net income after federal tax as a percent of net sales is called profit margin. So it's very important percentage, like how much are you making for each of those. Okay, so we're going to take a look at this cost analysis here. So remember that if we're going vertical, it's always going to be comparing items within a vertical line. So to find the cost of merchandise sold percentage, we're going to take this number divided by your net sales. So in this case, we'll take 321,034.21 divided by 659,470.53, and then you get a percentage, right? And you move the decimal over twice, and then we're going to go out 0.1% out, so this would be 0.7. Or you can times by 100 to make sure you know what you're doing. 48.7 then is our cost of goods sold percentage. Okay, so the next year, the previous year, this is the current year, then you're going to compare it to the previous year, 43.28, again divided by the net sales. I'm going to do the right numbers. Did something wrong here. 301,843.28 divided by 642,189.81 is, then we're going to times it by 100. So 47.0% here. So what this means is this is the previous year, and this is the current year. That means our goods cost us more percentage-wise, like 1.7% more than what they did before. Okay, so your cost of goods sold is going up, and that's not what you want to see. So gross profit means before our, how much we made on the item before other operating expenses. So we're going to calculate that the same. We're going to take 436.32 divided by, again, our net sales, and that is 51.3. Now, and we do this over here the same way. Is 52 point, basically 53%. Okay, so if you're looking here, our sales from the prior year were less than the current year, but we actually made more off our sales. We had a gross profit of 53% the year before because our cost of goods sold went up, right? So, and our gross profit was 51% here. See how our gross profit is less here in the current year than it was the prior year? Even though our sales were lower, our cost of goods sold was less. So it's very important to look at these things when you're in business to calculate what's going on. Okay. Okay, so the operating expenses, how you get those are the same way. You're going to divide, because we're doing a vertical analysis, we're going to divide the expense by the net sales. So how they got this one is 24,981.05 divided by their net sales again. And then they got, I'm going to times this by 100. So 3.8% is how much they're advertising. Every dollar that we sold, you approximately spent 4 cents on advertising of that dollar. So think about it that way, like 3.8% of your total sales you spend in advertising. So you want to make sure your advertising is working for you. So their advertising expense was less of their percentage of their sales the previous year. Again, even though their sales increased, their advertising was more effective. So if they changed some things they were doing in advertising, they would look at that. So credit card fee expense was 1.1%. That stayed the same from previous years. These have all stayed the same. Depreciation expense has gone up for store equipment, and miscellaneous expense went down a tad. So that's what you want to look is the trend on things. So supplies expense, again, you're going to take this number divided by your total, your net sales, and the same thing over here divided by this net sales. Okay, so I'm going to look at that here. Okay, so again, you're gonna go over here. Now, one important thing here in an income statement, a comparative income statement, your net income after federal income tax. Again, this number divided by your net sales. Okay, and so they gave you those answers, but you made 15.6% of your total sales, your net sales. And you made less money than you did the prior year, which you made 16.6%, but yet your sales was more, right? You sold more dollar-wise, but you made less. So you really need to take a look at that as a business. You calculate how much your expenses are going up and what you need to control. If I were this company, I would look at we made less, right? We made less money, but we sold more. So then you're looking at which ones were unfavorable, right? So you're looking at your operating expenses, and again, up here, your cost of goods sold, you might need a new, so what do you do if they're unfavorable, like an unfavorable trend, like this one is? You can do different things. You can look at your, you could increase your sale prices a little bit if you need to. Maybe a lot of times things go up and the cost of living goes up, things go up, so you might need to increase your sale price a little bit with hopes of not decreasing, how many people are buying from you. So look at your sales price. You could somehow maybe decrease the cost of goods sold. And how could you do that? Maybe look at your purchasing. Who's purchasing the products for you? Can you purchase if you're selling shoes, can you purchase them from a different vendor? Can you get them cheaper? So you need to look at those things to manage this is the gross margin. This is called gross margin or gross profit margin. But a lot of times they say, what's your margin? They're talking about this gross profit margin. It has an unfavorable trend, okay, compared to the previous year. You want it to be high. So you'll look at that. And your operating margin, also you might hear about it from your income from operations here. Your income from operations is 21.3%. That's after all your other expenses. And that again has gone down. So, what you look at there, like let's say you had a favorable trend up here, you're buying your merchandise okay. That your gross profit margin is pretty good. Your cost of merchandise sold is holding steady. Then if this one is going up, that means that your income from operations, meaning your operating expenses, your operating expense ratio, this one is actually gone down, right? 30.2 the previous year, and now it's 30. That's a favorable trend here. So it's really your cost of goods sold margin that's unfavorable. But if your operating margin is unfavorable, then you might need to look at your operating expenses. Why is your payroll tax expense, payroll taxes up? Why maybe your advertising dollars are more per net sales. So you need to really kind of look at what's increased. So basically what this gives managers is information about how things are going in their business. Besides just saying I made this amount of money, okay, why did you make less money? Well, now you can have more information about why didn't you make as much money as you did last year? Your sales were up, right? So you can't just look at the dollar amounts, you need to look at the percentages. And this is called a vertical analysis to an income statement, doing a trend analysis.